Hello, everybody. The number one question that I get asked the most is, how did you lose your weight? And that one's a difficult one for me to answer because there's not just one way. But I'm about to share with you how I changed my life, my mindset, my body, my health, my anxiety, my depression, everything, and how everything is so different. I was stuck in survival mode my entire life. I was literally just surviving, and my breaking point where I hit rock bottom was when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at the age of 40, and they told me it would never go away. Not only was I ashamed, I was embarrassed, I felt terrible, and my thought that ran through my head was, well, you're not going to get to go do all those things you've wanted to do, but at least you like food. That's crazy. So anyway, I thought to myself, okay, well, I guess there's only one thing that I can do is I can't do it on my own. I'm gonna have weight loss surgery and that will fix all of it. So I did that, and that helped, but there was a whole lot more that I unpacked over these last few years. So it's been 7 years. I've kept the weight off. I have changed my entire mentality, my entire life, and everything is so beautiful. And I want to share how I've been doing that because my weight was a symptom of my environment and my choices. I chose to be stuck there, and the only person that could help me was me. I kept waiting for somebody to save me, or somebody to love me, or somebody to share all these things and give me all these things that I needed or wanted. But the only person that could do that was me. Nobody's gonna come get you off your couch. Nobody's gonna be, hey, this is what you need to do. This is how you do it. You can have moments, but until you decide to make that change, you're gonna stay stuck. So all of the changes that I've done over these last few years have been completely life-changing. So much so that I can't believe I let myself sit in that for so long. And if I can share with you how I did it, I want you all to do that, and you all can do it. And this is just a journey and a guide to get you to where you need to go. But I know that it takes more than just being skinny. Me being skinny didn't do anything. It made me healthy, but it didn't change up here. And like, whatever direction you decide to do to lose weight, you have to change your lifestyle. So it doesn't matter if you decide you want to have weight loss surgery, you can easily gain it back. If you decide you're going to do injections, you can gain it back. If you decide you're going to do it on your own, you can gain it back. What's different is changing your lifestyle and your mindset and doing it in a sustainable way, a loving way, and a healthy way, and knowing that it's not all going to come immediately. I lost 20 pounds a month, even with weight loss surgery, and I was eating nothing. It was like so slow. And I kept thinking my whole life I would do diet after diet after diet. And I would be like, okay, I just need to get to my goal and then I can stop and then I'm done. And that's not what it is. You obviously, like I just remember the moment I was like, oh, yeah, you can't stop. You can't just go back to your old ways because you're going to be back in the same spot. Which obviously makes sense, but it wasn't registering in my brain. So all of the millions of diets I did and weight I lost, I would always gain it back because I was just looking to get to the end of where I was, and then that was good enough for me then, and then I can go back to my normal. I always also thought that my normal, or that diet, exercise, lifestyle change, all those things was like eating chicken and rice and working out for 4 hours a day and all this. No, you don't need to do that. You need to be active, one, because it changes your energy. Like, you can, some days I have a very hard time getting up to go to the gym, but the second I start moving, totally different, because when you sit in that stagnant energy, nothing's happening and nothing's changing. So before I even realized all of these other things, my first workout program that I did at home, she kept saying, get comfortable being uncomfortable, because I was comfortable my whole life sitting in my trauma and my pain and my stuckness. I was just going to the same thing. And the more that you just do the same thing over and over and over again, you're not going to create a change. So those changes that I created were when I like leaned into the hard. And it was hard, but it wasn't that hard. It was hard just to make that decision. So making the decision, the fact that you're here right now, huge. Like, just that you're starting, and it's a slow process. So with this program, what I want to do is I want you to take what's working for you right now. Like, if you go in and you completely change everything all at once and you're trying to sustain that can be very difficult at times. So if you take one thing, let's say you want to go all in and do all that, and maybe now you can't sustain all that, so keep sustaining the things that you can, and then you add on to the next thing. Because if you create a change on something and you make that a lifestyle change, then you can continue to add on to it. And when you create that change, you're not going to want to go back. Another little quote that I heard was, when you create a change and you do this lifestyle change, and then if you decide that you're going to go back, this is a real disgusting one, but it's like eating your own vomit. It's so bad. But really, it is. Like, that version of me before helped me get to where I am, and I had to hit rock bottom, but all that pain and all that survival mode I was in, I wouldn't be where I am today without that. So I believe everybody has a story, everybody has a space that they came from, and all of everything of whatever is going on inside your brain or your heart or your soul or your body or your health all has to do with how are you going to overcome that, and how are you going to create this change so you can live in joy and happy and peacefulness. Not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day you're going to feel beautiful, but you can walk yourself out of it. And every day I learn something more, and my life becomes more and more beautiful. And it has been a road, but you know what? All of those hard moments have led me to where I am, and I wouldn't change it at all. It's so crazy, because you have these hard moments and then you look back and it's like such a little blip, but the amount of amazing, beautiful energy that has come from each one of those hard moments has led me to so much more peace, and to living my life in joy, and living my life in the present moment, and enjoying all my moments here. So I am hopeful that I would like to share with you how I did it and how I sustained it. So it's not about getting to the top first. It's about creating those changes along the way and seeing all the beautiful things that arise from it. Not everybody's going to have the same workout plan, exercise plan. Some people are going to like some things, some people are going to like other things, but I would like to give you the tools and the resources and the direction to go to start this, so you can decide what is best for you. Everybody has a different path. Everybody gets to make their own choices. So take what resonates with you, take what you want to change first, and just start. Just starting is the first point. And I promise you, if you start and you make that a lifestyle change, and you continue to add on, and you continue to be a better version of yourself every day, you give yourself grace, and knowing that, if I decided that I wanted to eat, I don't know, I had McDonald's the other day for the first time in forever, wanted to eat McDonald's, not all is lost. It's completely fine. And you know what? My food and my diet and my lifestyle that I have now, I enjoy it. I love all the foods that I eat. I don't feel deprived, because all of these thoughts and things that are coming into your head, they're thoughts. And those thoughts are just things that are trying to keep us in our old body and our old space. Sometimes they come in a lot more, and I just have to remind myself, no, you're good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And you're going to keep progressing. And am here with a group of people who are beautiful and who have helped get me to where I am today, to share how I have changed my life. Because if you are stuck, you don't have joy, you're living in negativity, you don't have happiness or lightness in your soul, now's the time to change it. I was there. I was 40, 277 pounds. I had 2 kids who are now older. They still needed me, but didn't need me like they did as an infant. Starved for love. My marriage was toxic, unemotional, which eventually led me to realize what was happening in my childhood, how I never felt seen or heard. I didn't believe I could do anything myself. I didn't believe I was worthy. I didn't believe that I was beautiful. I didn't believe in myself. I believed that that's all that my life was about to be. That's it. So I was stuck, severely depressed, severe anxiety, and slowly, as I started creating these changes, it has pushed me into the most amazing thing. I'm doing all these things, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I went out and paddleboarded a river. I climbed, what was it? I did a hike in Oregon called Misery Ridge, and I did it just fine. Was it hard? Yes, it was hard, but I did it. I've seen the most beautiful things. I went skydiving. I am enjoying the outdoors. It's absolutely beautiful. But all of my things have led to this point, but every single thing along the road has been beautiful. And I am here for you. All of everything that I share is just, I want to share and help somebody get their joy back and realize that it's you that makes that. And it's okay to take care of yourself. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of women feel like they're the caretaker and they're taking care of all of these people, their kids, their husband or partner, or everything else on the outside, and they're not taking care of themselves. I felt guilty for doing anything for me that would make me happy, which is crazy. I literally went to my therapist one day and I was like, because I started doing things for myself, and I was like, I'm doing all these things, but I feel like I feel guilty because people are like, you're not the same. You're not acting like you are a mom or you are married. And I'm like, but I'm just, like maybe I would go to Taco Tuesdays with my friends, or I'm going to the gym for a few hours a day. So all of these people are seeing me as how I used to be, and now I'm doing something different, and they didn't like it. And then those words came into me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm bad for doing these things. But I'm doing things that are making me have a little bit of joy for myself. And you cannot feel guilty for that. You have to take care of you first, because you cannot give from an empty cup. And I spent 40 years, okay, maybe not 40 because I was a little kid, but let's say 20 years giving and pouring out my cup, pouring it out, and I was getting nothing back. It was empty. And I didn't know what that meant. I did not know what it meant. And slowly I have been refilling my cup, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's okay to do something for yourself. If you want to do that and it's making you feel good, you should do that. It's for you. You're the only one that gets to make your choices. Maybe I want something different than someone else, and that's okay. Everybody has preferences, and we all get to make those choices. So that goes along with our workouts, with our food, with our activities, with us changing and choosing what we want to do and how we want to live. So we're supposed to be here to be happy, and I want to start sharing that with you. And I'm going to share all of the things that I've done and give you some healthy recipes. Also talk about my food addiction, and how things change once your mental status starts to change. So I'm happy that you're here with me. I'm so excited. that this is finally launching. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but this is different. Why is this different? This is different. It's not just here's a weight loss program. It is your body, your mind, your soul. It's all of that, because that's all what it takes. Like, you can go to anybody's workout program and follow it, but I'm gonna give you what I've been doing, and it's gonna give you options and choices to make lifestyle changes. And there are so many different ways you can do it, and it's just getting started. And I mean, out of all the people that are involved in this group, I think we're at 400 now. All 400 of you are gonna have a completely different path, but I can help you and give you tips and show you where to go and show you what I'm doing. And then you get to choose which direction you go and which direction you take it. And just like anything, there's no way for me to be like, this is what you need to do specifically, because it's all going to be different. So when people are asking me about coaching, it's very individual, because I don't know where you're at. So everybody's at a different starting point. Everybody has different wants, different needs, and different goals. And as those change, then so will your workouts. And that's what has happened to me over these last few years. So I thought weight loss surgery was just that was gonna solve it all, and that's not true. And I've joined a couple like bariatric pages now, and watching what people are saying, they're getting to a point with weight loss, but they have a tool inside of them to help them. But if they're not making the changes to go along with that, it's not going to be sustainable. So it's very important that you start to create lifestyle changes along the way. Otherwise, it's not going to, the results you're looking for aren't going to happen. So you can't, sure, you can eat less of the fast food, or less of the macaroni, or less of the potatoes, which you can still have all those, but you can't just go back to those things. I still eat those things. It's not all as, you still get to eat them, but I'm going to tell you that majority of the time my taste buds have completely changed. I don't want fast food. It makes me want, just doesn't sound good anymore, because I've changed my thinking. I've changed my mindset, and I detoxed my body. I honestly feel like I detoxed my body from food. I was literally addicted to food, and I knew that in my first 2 weeks. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Just kidding. But thank you for joining me. I'm so excited that you're here. We're all in this together. So please share your thoughts, your progress with one another, what you like, what you don't like, with each other, and let's all be positive influences to help each other. So this week's homework, I have 3 things that I want you to do that is making a change in your life, because every new thing that you do puts you in a different pattern and puts you on a new life cycle. So the first thing I want you to do is to change one thing about tomorrow morning that you don't normally do. It could be a ritual, a walk, a decision. Maybe you decide that you want to do this in the morning, or maybe you're going to brush your teeth at a different sink, or maybe you are going to have tea instead of coffee. Whatever that is, something small like that. Number 2, I want you to say something nice about yourself to you and mean it. Find something that you like about yourself and tell yourself that. And number 3, I want you to take an action or do something that the version of you who you want to be, your future self, who you are, do what that person would do. Do what that version of you would do. So if that version of you would dress differently, do that. If that version of you would get up and go outside for a walk, do that. Maybe that version of you is going to go pick blackberries in the morning. Or maybe you're going to have 8 hours of sleep. Do that. Pick one thing. So you can do them all on the same day, whatever. I just want you to make those 3 changes somewhere throughout the week, and then share what you've done on Facebook. You can do a video, you can type it out, you can take a picture of you doing it. However you feel like you want to share, please share. If you don't feel like you want to share, that's fine, but definitely doing the homework and sharing so other people can see what's going on. And you know, this whole time, well, not this whole time, but for 20 years, I thought I was alone. I thought I was the only one who felt like this. And the more that I keep opening up and sharing, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many people who are stuck. They were stuck like me, and I just needed that one little thing and that one little help. And I've gotten it from so many places. So please share, because you can be helping somebody else. And I look forward to next week.